nobody talks about how hard being in your 20s feels like, it's like, should be like. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cecilia and this channel is Abena Cici's or Cici based channel. Thank you for all the support. I know it's been long since I did like a personal diary talk with you guys, but today let's dive in. Let's get personal. Diary room, let's unravel. So let's start off with the first things first. You guys already know that I graduated college, and then there's job search and just life in general. There's been like a dynamic change in the whole adulthood that I now got to experience. I'm now a fully grown adult, working, getting money, knowing how to manage money, not relying on mommy anymore. Like, life has been life, and I'm starting to understand adulthood, what it's all about. Especially being in like a Ghanaian home where age is like your ticking box. You're like 24, 25, 23, you now got so many things to think about, you know. So let's start with the job. What's been going on that side? I feel like the American job system, like how, you know how people say, oh, we in Ghana, there's no jobs. I will tell you it's the same thing in America. It's no different. It might sound like, oh, what is she even talking about? Like, there's so much, the system is developed, yada yada. Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about the job market in America. I was expecting that once I graduated college, there was a job out there waiting for me. Like, I put in my resume, I put in everything, and these jobs is over here picking me. But even Chick-fil-A, even McDonald's is looking at you sideways like, girl, we don't want you. We don't need you. Unfortunately, life do not really go as it seems. Life is not a fairy tale, baby. It's about who you know. It's about your connections. And I would like to say, as much as I thought I built connections, you only know if you have real connections after you're done with college. That's how you actually know. The fact that I'm growing and I'm starting to see the society pressure is not easy. Everybody expects you to be married at 25, have kids at 27, have life ready at 30. And I'm over here like, hey, I'm 23. Like, sometimes my mom be talking, it's like, oh, when I had my child when I was 23, when I was 22. And I'm like, is she trying to ring a bell? Because the bell is not ringing. No, hey. So now I'm 23. I'm now starting to navigate life and figure out what works for me and what works for me. What man is good for me and what man is not good for me. What I need and what I don't need. And then you telling me I need to be married by 25, and I'm like, God, if it's your will, make it happen. By the end of the day, before I get married to any man or any person, I want to be established by myself. I want to be established to the point where I'm not, although no, I will spend my husband's money, but I want to be able to, you know, stand on my feet, that, you know, I'm also contributing. When my kids come and be like, let's get that Dior bag, I'm able to get it for them without them having to go to daddy, or daddy could buy it, and I'm rapping over here. Shit, Charlie, don't let nobody tell you not to accomplish things. Hey, how I'm speaking into existence. The 20s is hard, but guess what is harder? Life in general. It's not easy anywhere you go. It gets really hard to the point that we don't give ourselves enough credit for just being humans and taking everything a day at a time. My whole life I've heard people talk about how hard it is to find a job, how hard it is to be an adult, and I guess I'm experiencing it now. Hey, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. There's a lot of pressure that comes with the age 20, and right now, me being 23, a lot comes with 23. 21 was like, okay, I'm getting a chapter into it. Okay, you know, done with college, everything is aligned. Okay, the friendships are aligning, everything is going as planned. You know, I'll probably be able to find a job, get me an apartment, get life moving. Then 22 hits and you're like, ooh, it seems like I thought this was gonna go as it is, but it seems like nothing is happening. Like, what is going on? Let's get some things moving. And now, I mean, 23 right now. Hold on, I'm gonna be 23 this year. And it's like, one thing about me, I want everything to happen. I want everything to happen, like everything I've envisioned, everything I've planned. And it's like I ended up putting so much pressure on myself. Nobody prepares you for the responsibilities that it comes with when you find yourself in situations where it's like, I thought I could handle this, and then you can't. Well, baby, since a lot of these and the pressure that it comes with, now let me be your personal advisor. And as the person that I am, I always tell people, seek therapy, go to therapy, talk to somebody, because it's so hard to unravel and deal with all of these things. I'm telling you, sometimes I feel like I can't even talk to my friends about the things that I go through in real life, because I'm like, I don't want my pressure to become theirs, right? Because if everybody got their life going on, it feels like, I want you to be there for me, but at the same time, I know you got a lot going on, so I can't come and put my own baggage on you. So now I gotta find somebody to talk to. And guys, I told you, I mean, if you already watch my channel, you know that I've always been a strong advocate of therapy, and I've been seeking therapy for 2 years now. I've had like 3 different therapists. The first one was good, the second one was good. This third one, I love her. She was very good. We dived a lot about personal stuff, you know, how to handle, you know, the things that you've been through, because sometimes our childhood experiences shapes us and really define the people we become at the end of the day. I never really sat down and analyzed that, okay, somebody yelling at me at 2 or somebody yelling at me at 3 kind of became a part of my character development. It's kind of crazy how the mind works. It's fascinating. I think I've learned a lot about myself in this past years. I do believe in praying. I do believe in letting God take the lead. As I'm sitting here, God is even taking the lead. But I also do think that we should give people who knows how to do their jobs the time to do their jobs. You get what I mean? So if you should see therapy, I greatly recommend therapy for Christians. You could find a Christian-based therapist that will help you explore and pray with you. She guided me in so many ways, using the Bible, using the Word, that it made me feel like my failures were things that I could reshape into being success. I mean, look at me, look at how I'm speaking to you. Oh, I'm matured. It grew me, like my mind thinks so differently. I'm gonna wrap this up. But one thing about therapy that people fail to even bring themselves to understand is when I was doing my therapy, but the lady was like, the time that you should seek therapy is the time when everything is aligning perfectly in your life, because that's when it's perfect to break down all the walls. Most people think seeking therapy is when you are dealing with crisis or you're going through the worst things in your life and you don't know how to handle it. It's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But honestly, it's not. It's when everything else is going fine in your life. Like, there were times that I went there and I was like, what am I doing here? Because it seems like I figured everything else already. I mean, stress is part of human life, so why should I come and sit here talking about the stress that I'm dealing with whilst I can handle it by myself? And trust me, she just sit there and watch me be quiet, and 2 seconds later I'm telling her the whole world history. I'm unraveling my past, my present, and it felt good. So last year my grandma passed, and personally I've been learning a lot on how to deal with grief, how to know that someone is actually gone from your life, and you have to live without them, and, you know, figure out life without them. I feel like my whole life I've seen people, you know, saying that they've lost their loved ones, but I've not really lost somebody like physically. You know, if in terms of physically I'm saying like, oh, them dying, maybe people will move on with their life, people are no longer in your life, friendships break, stuff like that. It's pretty normal. But I've not really lost somebody like I'm not gonna see them again. Sometimes, you know, you put a timeline on the person, and you're like, oh, maybe they could make it till next year, or the next year after, or the year after that, and then you wake up one morning and it's like you hear the worst news of your life. So I learned how to manage my life. Well, I'm still managing. I'm still learning how to deal with grief, because I feel like once somebody dies and then you cry over them, you know, you're supposed to be on to the next chapter. But I learned that that was not the case, that you have to we learn to deal with different stages of grief. There are days that you might probably be eating and you remember, oh, there's something my grandma liked, and then you feel sad for a little bit, or you're probably going out there and then you hear somebody say something that she used to say or do things that she used to do. So I think that's also one thing that I've been dealing with, and I've learned how to, make sure that her memory lives with us, and hopefully I'll be able to make her proud. So guys, in the middle of recording, this camera just decided to shut down. Like, this camera went off. So I'm just gonna continue with whatever I think I left off. So let's just dive straight into 20 lessons that I learned in my 20s, and I'm still learning them. So first one, I'll be like, always put God first. God is gonna hold you through the storms, the hard times where you feel like you can't make it. God is gonna push you through. Second lesson, surround yourself with good friends. Make sure you include your family in everything you do, even if it's hard. 3, love yourself. Self-love is worth it. If you don't love yourself, nobody could love you better than you love yourself. 4, be grateful for people whilst they are alive and whilst they are around you. 5, learn how to love yourself enough to love others. Learn how to love yourself in order to love others better. 6, seek therapy. Therapy is good. It's not as people say. Seeking therapy doesn't make you weak, or doesn't make you crazy, or doesn't make you anything else. Don't be stuck in that stigma that they've set for us so far. It's okay for Christians to seek therapy too. 7, life is good. Sometimes it's hard, but as long as you set your mind that you can make it. Can I even make it to 20, guys? So far I'm 7. I don't think I can make it to 20, but this is the lessons that I've learned so far in my 20s, and they are all good lessons. I mean, as long as we are alive, we learn, we unlearn, right? But why am I talking about all the lessons? What are some fun stuff that happened? Oh, I went to brunch with the girls. And me, I'm an introvert. I'm always in my room, and I'm always in the house. Like, whilst people are going out, I'm always indoors. I never do nothing. That's me. I think people have like a weird idea of me, like, she's probably like a party girl, she probably go out. But one thing about me, I'm over here watching Netflix, reading my Bible, just staying in tune and being indoors. The moment you tell me, Sissy, let's go outside, I will cancel the plan, because I don't know. I think I hate outside. I'm allergic to outside. I mean, we're still looking through the process, trying to figure out what is good, what's not. Let's see how y'all gossip. See, I wanna know. I ain't telling.